and we're having a blast here today. It's been really fun on Networking Arizona. We're live on Facebook, so I want to say hi to everybody out there. I have a listener right now that is on my show. I love when listeners call in and say they want to come on. I have with me Greg Milliken, and he's the owner. He's the owner of it's the owner of Greg Health. And you got to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, because you are more than just that, okay? Tell everybody about you and what you've been through. You're an author as well.
I'm an author of the book Once I Was Blind. I wrote the story about going blind from type 1 diabetes. It's a devastating disease. I've had it for 50 years. I call myself the world's toughest diabetic. I have a pacemaker. I have cataracts. I'm pretty much bionic. The $6 million man was my best friend, and I do comedy, by the way.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you're that sick, I mean, really, you do not look at all.
No, and I've worked 32 years for the city of Phoenix. I'm a park ranger. I'm just finishing my retirement, and then I'm going to take my passion to save lives out on the road. I do public speaking. I can do your church. I can do your schools. I do events. And the speaking's not boring, because I went out and got my degree while I was working for the city. I finished my degree at age 55. I'll be 56 next month. So I finished it, and health and wellness is my passion. And what I want to do is bring all the knowledge that I've learned over years and years of training bodybuilders, fitness athletes, all the stuff I learned working in health food stores. And what I want you to do is realize where you are with your health right now, you don't have to be. I'm a living example of that, Carol. I am really a living example of that. My children are very proud of me. I raised 4 children. I'm doing amazing. I don't miss work. I went through a sick period where I let my health go, and I gained a lot of weight. So I have pictures where I went up to all the way 275 pounds. Then I got on a nutritional cleansing program. So people, they always question me as a trainer, how do I lose weight, Greg? Why can't I? And I go, I have the answer. It's nutritional cleansing. You don't need the fatigue. You don't do that, because it's called autophagy. And what happens at the cellular level, when you get the nutrition, the shakes that I drink have 247 nutrients in them, all tested for microbes. It's a $4 billion company. I'm not owner of that. I'm not but that's what I've found to be the best on the market. So when you go in the health food store and you got this pill bottle and that, what I do is I say, hey, let's start over, because people are selling you stuff because they want to push turmeric, they want to push one ingredient, and what I need to do is build you a foundation of your health. So when you're getting hungry and you don't have that with you, Carol, you're going to take whatever, you're going to stop here and eat that, and you're getting GMOs and all the stuff that's going on with the food supply. So that's just one arena that I do. So when you contact me, I can do coachings for you. I can take you to your gym or my gym. And one session, I will change the way you ever thought about working out. How did I do that? Working with pro bodybuilders. It's pumping. It's not lifting weight. That's why the movie was called Pumping Iron. Yeah, I want to pump you up. Because Arnold was talking about blood flow, right? How big his muscles were getting. I feel incredible. It's, that's why I'm the governor of California. So you got to throw humor in, right, when we're learning. So what I want you to do is to know that I cover all those facets. And now what I'm really thinking about doing, because people get bored, the health and wellness, just the word health, people go, oh boy, it's not sexy, it's not powerful, but you're 1 second away possibly from a heart attack or stroke that will change your life or end your life. And I know that we are the leading cause of death with heart attacks, blindness. I went blind, it was about 1992. I looked perfectly healthy. I had one bleed, and it bled in the eye, and it's like a vitreous fluid. So it's like a jelly-like fluid in your eye. And in your eye, when it bled, it spreads, and you go blind. You can't see. Then my other eye bled. So now I'm legally blind. I just joined the city back then, and I'm like, oh, my God, I'm going to be blind forever. So I'm a man of faith. I started praying, and I was just like, God, please, I'm too young. And my doctors, they did surgery after surgery. They failed. And I kept praying, and I said, I would just pray every day. And I said, I know, God, that you healed people from blindness. And so please just give me a chance. I'm too young. So I went back to the doctor. I said, God told me that you got to do one more surgery. And my old doctor, him and I were good friends, Dr. Gerber, Melvin Gerber, associated eye retinopathy. They're awesome. So Clive Self, he passed away about a year or so ago. Awesome guy. He came in and said, Greg, we're going to get this done. And I said, I know we are. And so I was in the surgery, literally seeing things I can't explain. I was like, am I in another world? And I could hear, though, because they just kind of put you out. And I hear Clive say, hurry up and get my tools cleaned up. I got to get to the Suns game. And I'm thinking, I'm going to kill him.
Oh my God.
You just messed up. But it was a blessing because then I felt like the voice of God said, hey, guess what? Actually, that's his confidence and my confidence in that you're going to see again. So I went back in. Everything was upside down when they took the patches off, and it turned around. I had blood, and I've saw ever since then. I went back to work. And I got hired by the Phoenix Police Department after that. I didn't tell them I was legally blind then, by the way. So it was kind of funny. And I was running and doing all the stuff in the academy. And we didn't have what we have now. We have CGMs. We have a lot of technology. My blood sugar's on my phone. There's really no excuse. But what we need to do and what we need to do as a community is allow the health companies to get everybody what they need to prevent the complications. Okay? Continuous glucose monitor, etc.
Here's what I want to do. I'm going to open up the lines to the audience for everybody to get entered in to win the book that you've written. It's called Once I Was Blind. And also, they're going to get a 1-hour free coaching from you.
Absolutely.
So maybe it's you, someone that you know that has, they don't have to have diabetes. It could be any health issues.
No, that's just part of my survivor
but
story.
Diabetes is prevalent.
Yeah, it's an epidemic right now. It's going and going. I've taken type 2s and been able to get them off insulin. I don't treat, prevent, or cure. I call myself a health entertainer because we have to do that legally. I can't tell you any kind of thing like that. But I do put you on a nutritional program. I want you to try that. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee. When I was struggling, and I also recommend getting your hormones checked, I do it all. I'll tell you, I got stem cells. My knee was blown out. It was going to cost a lot of money to get the surgery. So I paid out of pocket, which I don't believe we should have to do that. And I went and got amniotic fluid stem cells, 1 shot. And in 3 days, the pain was gone. And I was walking within a week, and I was back the next week. And it's been a year and a half with 1 shot. So I teach you everything out there in the coaching. I go, look, tell me what you are. Because everybody's different. Some people, Volkswagen, Ferrari, trucks, we're all different. Your body's different than mine, Carol. You're female, you have different hormones. I'm male. I need more testosterone, less cortisol, different things. But I also teach to train the brain. You know, kind of like a hypnosis, but you don't go to sleep. And I train your brain to say, okay, I'm going to go to the gym. So you love it. So you start loving it. So when you eat something good, and then you have the shakes, it's very simple because now you have your prepared shakes. You could have 1 or 2 shakes, and then you could have the meals that are healthy. And when you start thinking this way, you start getting healthier and all the brain fog goes. I'm a very clear thinker.
This book, you said you were a survivor of type 1 diabetes.
50 years.
And the book is a feel-good book. What is it?
It's an inspirational story from the time I was a child of the diagnosis of all the way into my adult. It's a quick read. It's only 138 pages. I've had people from around the world cry and tell me, I read the part where you went blind. I got chills reading it. I had one lady, she was going to divorce her husband. She found the free book at the dentist office. I gave it away. She called me and I said, I'm not some famous author. And I said, let's meet and let me do a coaching and a mentoring for your husband. We got him back on. He's the head of a company now and their family is great.
The number to call here to get the book, we've got 3 people that are going to win. We've also got a free coaching, that 1-hour coaching that is also going to do. Our number here is 602-277-5369 and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Check him out on his Facebook. It's Greg, G-R-E-G-G, Health Entertainer. That's what he calls himself. And you're going to get the book. The book is really just a feel-good, inspirational book. And if you know anyone, especially if they are dealing with, diabetes,
or a family
and we know
member.
a lot of, or a family, we always know somebody.
Yeah.
This is going to make them feel fantastic and maybe even change their lives. Maybe it's you or someone that you know. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can also call him direct. He loves to talk to people. The number is 602-903-0600. Or call in here. We've got 3 people that are going to get it. It's the book is called Once I Was Blind. And also you're going to get a 1-hour free coaching. 602-277-5369. What do you want to leave them with right now before we go to a break?
Hey, this is for real. Change your life. I changed lives. I've done it. I changed my own life. This is really powerful. Don't lose a family member. Don't you lose your own life. Your health is everything.
We're going to leave our lines open here for everyone to keep on calling. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and the book is called Once I Was Blind. So welcome back, everyone. So we've got our lines open here because Greg Milliken, he's a listener. You've been listening how long?
Oh, I've been listening for years. I love this show.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Well, here's the thing, okay? Right now, you said that you went through having diabetes. You got, when did you get diagnosed?
When I was a small child, I was somewhere around age 5. I'll be 56 next month.
And so you let your health go. You lost your sight.
Well, back then, Carol, we did not have blood testers. We had keto urine sticks. So we didn't know. I used to shoot up 100 units of insulin and try to gain weight because I was so skinny. Without insulin's a fat hormone, but it's also a muscle hormone. So the hormone insulin controls your blood sugar. It takes it out of the blood and it puts it into the muscles. So back then, we had no way of testing or even knowing where we were at. So I was in a coma for over 3 months when I was a child at age 9. And when I didn't take care of it, that was just because as you get into teen years, now your hormones are going crazy. So people are really struggling there. They're wondering why their kids are having problem. And kids are very protective about that. So, yeah, you just really have to watch your blood sugar 100%.
So you wrote this book, and it says it's for you. It's a what do you want to say? How do you want to say?
It's my life story, basically, in a real condensed, just a part of it. But it started from the time I was a child all the way to where I went blind, into the recovery and the inspirational story of becoming hired by the police department, keeping my city job full time, and becoming just a different person that was able to really control his diabetes.
The book is called Once I Was Blind. And we're going to give 3 of them away. We're also going to give a 1-hour free coaching as well. So our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Call in here, get the book. It's really cool. Maybe it's for you. Maybe it's for someone that you know. One thing also that you wanted to get out too is that you are a keynote speaker, that you do this for. Who do you do them for?
I've done keynote speaking for the American Diabetes. I was the team captain for the Tour de Cure Phoenix. So I do a lot of speaking. I've spoken at the Midwestern University. I sold about 300 books there, and that was a American Diabetes event. And so everybody there was asking me to come back. So in my head, I'm like, I really need to do this. I need to go out and help people. And everywhere I go, I'm a park ranger in the day, and I meet people from all over the world, and I tell them. So that's one way I speak. But I want to reach the masses. I want to go to the churches. I want to go to your event. I want to go to juvenile diabetes. I want to go anywhere that somebody will have a guest speaker.
Now, you've got a Facebook page, and it's Greg, G-R-E-G-G, Health Entertainer. Tell them again why you call you that.
Well, I've been known to have like 10 job titles. Comedian, everybody knows I've done comedy shows, and I just do a lot. So health entertainment protects me also from basically the FDA. If I say I treat, cure, prevent anything, I don't. I'm just telling you and entertaining you with my health stories. It's my opinion about what I do, and it's a very powerful opinion.
And you've done it.
And I've done it. I've done it. I went down from 270 pounds when I was about 6-7 years ago, and I got on this nutritional cleansing program because I was struggling. I was working out because I'm a personal trainer. I'm a certified personal trainer for 25 plus years. Now, knowing that, when I was working out, and I was like, I'm not losing, and just, it's depressing when you have all that fat, and you're like, why do I have this fat? And as we age, the hormones get different. So I had my hormones checked, and then I did the nutritional cleansing, and it was so fantastic. The weight started falling off, and people in the gym were like, you're losing, different people are, and it's great when you start losing. See, this is what people don't realize about fitness. The more you do it and the better you get, the easier it gets. So the people that you see are really fit, they got it easy because they're fit already. And when you get to that, you're not going to struggle. You can skip a day and you can eat a little bit more here and there, but you never go off board. You have your cheat day and you learn how to carb circle. Right now, keto is a really big thing. We did keto for years. I do that now. You drink some coffee in the morning. We have a coffee. That's what you want to do, is fast for a while to give your system a break. So I teach you all that kind of cool stuff.
Well, we've got our lines open here for everyone. We've got 3 books that we're going to give away here, plus a 1-hour free coaching. The number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. The book is called Once I Was Blind. What would you say for you that you would want the audience to hear from you out of the book that was, obviously you not being blind anymore, that was incredibly inspirational, that was maybe earlier on?
Well, struggling. My dad wanted me to be a pro football player, so struggling in there. And I talked about, being skinny, being bullied with diabetes. And so I took martial arts. I did everything to stop the bullying. I was bullied big time. And I remember I was on the baseball field, and when your sugar spills over, I had to urinate all the time. And I basically peed my pants in my baseball outfit. And my dad was so proud I kept playing. And that takes heart. So I got big heart for other kids. I don't want any kids to have diabetes. Kids die in their sleep right now. It's called dead in the bed syndrome. So the book is meant to inspire parents to connect to me so that I can help them prevent their kid going through what I went through. There's no reason their child needs to go through that. So the book is designed to show you what I went through early on as a kid. It's horrible.
We're giving them the way today, right here. Okay. 3 people are going to win. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I'm sorry. So we just found out I'm allergic to this stuff in here. That's really bad. Anyways, but the Facebook page is it's Greg, Gregg Health Entertainer. You can also call him. His phone number is 602-903-0600. Call in here and get this book. We've got 3 people that are going to win and a 1-hour free coaching with you. Again, that number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. So wellness strategies, what are some of them?
The wellness strategies, we've got to have a foundation for the strategy because people are bored with health. They hear it everywhere. Wellness, the words are too thrown around. So when I was trying to get on the news, I've been on the news with Scott Passmore and different stuff. I was trying to get my own show, as you know. And the people need to respond in a powerful way. So a strategy that really works with people is to find out what personally motivates them. So why? Is it a wedding? Is it the beach? Is it to be here for your wedding and for your grandchildren, to hold your baby? And you feel really bad. I mean, I remember laying on the couch, I had no strategy, and you wake up and you do the same thing. So the strategy, the first and easiest strategy is I just change one thing. I'll ask you to do one thing. I'll ask you to come to the gym for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And people say, well, what does that mean? Because in 2 minutes, I'm going to ask you to get on the treadmill maybe, and something like that. And once your endorphins kick in, you start feeling good. You don't want to go. It's all about the endorphins. That's what God gave you to feel good. And we don't feel good when we're not moving. There's a scripture or something that says if a man doesn't work, he shouldn't eat. So if we're just laying around, everything's getting easier, and we're not moving, think about it. Your body needs blood flow, right? So when we sit like this all the time, when I was in the police academy, I'd jump up and they'd let us do jumping jacks, and your brain got oxygen and you were fine. But when you sat there through a 45-minute class, so the strategy is to provide you the tools so that you can lose the weight and go in any direction you want to be with weight loss, energy, and sleep. I'll give you the secret formula for sleep.
What is it?
Magnesium. 300 nutrients. Now remember, I have a degree in health and wellness and I scored highest in nutrition because I've been doing it since I was a kid. So the magnesium, but I have an even better one. You spray it. You can get it on Amazon. You spray it right here on your wrist.
What is it?
Magnesium from the Dead Sea. They get it from the sea, and it's so powerful because it's transdermal. So you don't get the stomach problems and the bathroom problems, but it relaxes you. And then if you have a sore muscle or something, another secret, put it on your neck and have your hubby or your wife rub it in. But you put a carrier oil so it doesn't irritate your skin, because it could irritate a little bit. But those are secrets that I know that I like to share with people because they're so great, because people go, I don't want to work out, I'm sore, or my neck hurts and my back. Well, I'll tell you about stem cells. I spent $10,000 on stem cells. Stem cells, one shot in my knee prevented a knee surgery, bone to bone, that was so painful I couldn't walk from my bed to the bathroom. I was back to work in 1 week.
Well, he wants to help people. That's what you're all about. Get healthy. Get healthy.
Yes, let's get healthy.
Whether
Phoenix.
it is diabetes or not, but the book is very inspirational for a kid or anyone who might have been diagnosed with it. It's called Once I Was Blind. And we're also going to give away a free coaching, a 1-hour coaching session. This is 3 books that people are going to win. 3 of them we've got here. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You want to check him out on this Facebook page. It is Greg, G-R-E-G-G, Health Entertainer.
Egging that Greg. Give me
There
a
you
call.
go. He's a great guy. Again, check it out. You can also call him direct at 602-903-0600. I'm going to let everyone keep on calling for the next 5 minutes. The book's called Once I Was Blind. We're also going to give a 1-hour free coaching. Our number here, 602-277-5369.